Greetings and welcome to another episode of Massage Chair Chat. All right, so it's back to school. Lots of anxiety, lots of things going on. I haven't been in the classroom for a very long time, but during this time of year, I still feel that sense of nervousness, getting the classroom prepared, decorating, hoping that my students will respect me, that my reputation will speak for itself, and I don't have to do too much grooming. But I thought about self-care. The self-care piece is what I want to talk about today for our babies, and giving them some tools and permission to go within themselves when things get disruptive, giving our babies permission to speak their piece, reminding our babies that teachers are human, and because they are human, there's some things that they have to kind of be responsible for in protecting themselves. When other children are disruptive, when other children are causing harm, there are other choices too that have to be made as far as how much is shared with some authority figure. And you already know in our environment, many of our environments, the snitches get stitches culture is real in terms of what you share. And our kids, they live within those environments. Many of them, they're not isolated from that. So if there are things going on within the classroom that may cause harm, they too have to make a decision. Do I tell? Do I not? Do I protect the bully? Do I protect the person who, whatever the case? Just like many of us. And when you don't have the tools to deal with that in a sophisticated manner, we don't know what that evolves into, what that becomes. The very moment you think a child is having a problem in a subject matter or failing in a particular area, it may very well be related to something not even connected to that particular subject. As long as they're open to talk about it and to really share and feel safe in expressing what things are bothering them, and taking the time to do that. Like, the beginning of the year, everything is fresh and new and exciting. And then, it dies off because, now it's like, okay, we get into a routine. And let's make part of that routine talking to our children about what really is going on. And it may not be as formal as sitting at, a dinner table or whatever the case may be, but there are so many opportunities to talk to children. We just have to find the time to do so. So there are some things on my end as a villager that I'm thinking about doing. It's just that honestly, I have to remind myself oftentimes that, girl, and not to say that 50 is old, because my mom always had to remind me, girl, 50 is young, 50 is young. It may be, but there's still a certain energy level that I don't have. Like in my 30s, it was the peak of a lot of things I was doing, and sometimes we forget that, girl, if I look back, I said, man, you've done quite a bit. You've pat yourself on the back, sweetheart. You may not have the social media videos to show and prove, because those of us that started out earlier doing a whole lot of things, we don't have, this whole, you may have some photographs, you have those memories, but it's easy to forget that you've done your part, boo. You can, you did well. But it's like there's still so many things I want to do. And this thing with the Spa Children's Party, I've been doing a lot of thinking and processing of how to make that fit for what I would like to do without doing too much. Because again, I said my energy level just isn't where it is. I am on the back end, the other side of my career. And I just really like to do things that bring peace in my life without doing too much. I don't want to go too many places. I don't want to be seen on the set, on the spot, every place. I don't do that. And what this will be, it's really just like a spa arts time where I'm combining elements of spa and pampering, relaxation, self-reflection, poetry. I'm piecing together all the things I've done and all the things that I love and making it more of a child-centered spa arts club environment where on a regular basis, kids once a week. But because, like I said, I am kind of, my body's tired. You know, I've been doing a lot. And I think I'm just beginning to feel it. You know, it's in my head. You know, I'll map it out and share it with you. But I want something where when all the newness of back to school wears off and the real shit hits the fan, because it ain't hit yet. Everybody's excited, you know. It's new. Back to school. But when the shit hits the fan and the chaos, because it's life, the chaos it's going to come, okay? Unless you just, if you are in school at Words for Utopia, show us. We need to see it, because I have yet to witness one. But if you know of one, please, by all means, fill us in. Phone calls or the disruptions or just all the chaos that happens. And it may not be your child, it may be somebody else's child, it may be your child, who knows? But I envision a space and time where children can, in a safe environment, talk about those things and get them prepared for the following week. You know, some downtime, some relaxation time, some talking, some creative outlets, and then now they're prepared to go back to their places of learning. So I'll fill you in more on that. But I really just today, for this massage chair chat, wanted to remind us that self-care at a very early age is so important, and that with this whole back to school event occurring as we speak, reminding us that children need tools of coping. They need to be able to cope with the things that happen, because as a parent, you can't always be there to protect them. And unfortunately, we have adults that are in schools, but they may not be in the business of protecting children. They may very well be in the business of harming children. And that's a reality that we don't like to think about, and it's ugly. It's an ugly truth, but it is a truth. And then you have those teachers who still treat children as their own, and we honor you, and we're grateful for you, and we love you. I'm gonna end there. Thanks for watching. Happy back to school. All of what goes with that. I miss it on many levels, but in many ways, I don't. But I'm making what I do into something that can hopefully still support and still be part of that learning village. Peace.